It's Tuesday, and the NBA season has officially tipped off. And the Flex Zone Podcast wouldn't be the number one destination for all your hoop dreams. And ball is life talk. As another NBA season gets underway, you know we got to preview it. Take a look at the East and the Celtics repeat. Who wins the West? Who wins MVP? Who wins Rookie of the Year? Who wins Coach of the Year? Who is the team that could rise? Who is the team that could fall? And who is the team we're not talking about? And we got a historic moment out in LA tonight as father and son take the court. Flex Zone Podcast, episode 462. Make sure you slam, dunk that subscribe button, lay up that like button. Go ahead and back down that bell and vote on the poll. Let us know who wins the 2024-2025 NBA Championship. Flex Zone Podcast, episode 462. NBA tip-off party preview and prediction show. Coming to you now.
Keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world.
Slam dunk in the competition each and every episode, as we are the reigning defending champions. The Flex Zone Podcast, only place fellas giving you sports and your NBA coverage how you want it.
When you need it.
Episode 462, a special edition. We're dedicating this to the NBA, your hoop dreams, coming true here on the Flex Zone as ball is life. Episode 462, as Cravante pulled up from 30. You guys know what to do. Go ahead, if you're watching us now, go ahead, subscribe, slam dunk that subscribe button. Go ahead, lay up that like button. Go ahead and back down that bell. Vote on the poll. Let us know who wins the 2024 NBA championship. And if that team's not on there, comment down below. Let us know who you have winning. We're going to get to all the major stories, the East, the West, awards, LeBron and Bronny on the same court tonight coming up. But let's start things off tonight with the Commandalorian, who's ready for another season down in DC. As we always got to start with the only way we can when it's basketball season.
Come on now, say it with me. Everybody beats the Wiz.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Now he left.
Well, now that's
Jam. Oh, jam.
Do the Wizards get 20 wins?
Wow. I hope so. Shoot, man. We're at the bottom. This is right.
The over-under was 19 and a half, Cravante. I saw 19 and a half today.
God, that means 20 is a stretch. I hope so, man. I don't know. I'm kind of tapped out on basketball, DC basketball at least, because I don't have any faith in this management. So
That's because they gave up.
Yeah, they gave up. Yes, Dre, they absolutely did. I'm not looking forward to much. I'm looking forward to basketball in general. I'm not looking forward to Wizards basketball at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. 20 wins.
Well, another season. You know, this brother's striving for greatness, like LBJ. It's the Flex Zone Tribal Chief, the Flex Zone Messiah, the co-founder, along with the brother we just saw, Cravante. Drizzy Dre, what's up, my brother?
Hey man, what's good, everybody? Looking forward to another
Acknowledge me.
Lakers. We got hope. I'm gonna say that we got hope.
Well, let us get started. We saw it already tonight. Make sure you guys comment down below if you're joining us. Appreciate it. We were here last night for the Ravens game, the stream. Talked about that live on air. We're going to do NBA tonight. And let's start with that. The Celtics. They won the championship last year, and they pretty much picked up where they left off. They didn't miss a beat. We know about Jaylen Brown being left off the Olympic team, Jason Tatum not getting a lot of playing time. But this team looks poised. They got Derek White still, Drew Holiday. Porzingis is hurt, but he'll be back. Al Horford. They have so many pieces, Dre. They are the favorites, and with this core of Tatum and Brown, they look to be the prohibitive favorites for the next few years. And Coach Joe Mazzulla is doing a hell of a job also.
I don't know about the next favorites for the next few years. I know they're young, but the NBA is kind of like different a little bit from the NFL. People are always making moves and doing different things. So, and we haven't had a back-to-back champion since the Warriors. Believe it or not, it seems like the era wasn't that long ago, but it kind of has been some years. I'm gonna say that they do repeat though as champions this year, and then after this year, I don't see them repeating, but definitely going back to back. I mean, nobody really stood out. I think the biggest moves was between the Timberwolves and the Knicks. Crazy. The Timberwolves made it to the Western Conference Finals and made moves to try to get better and get rid of some salary cap. The Knicks, they did a trade, but I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, to me, I would have rather had Julius Randle on the next team than Karl Anthony Towns. He just like Charles and Shaq were saying, he's just not aggressive enough as a big man. He should be more aggressive. And then Philadelphia made moves, Indiana, but it still, to me, isn't enough to take down the Celtics in the East. And in the West, I think it's always just going to be a toss-up. The Mavericks, they try to move with Kyrie Irving, and it didn't pan out the first year, but last year it did pan out. So you never know. I mean, Anthony Edwards, we saw him emerging as a superstar. There's, some years before that, it was the Lakers who at least made it to the Western Conference Finals, and during the COVID, they made it and won the championship. So I think the West is still a toss-up. There's no definitive favorite. But, I mean, overall, I would say that Boston, to me, is the favorite. Because I can't even pick the Denver Nuggets in the West. So I'm just going to say the Celtics right now to go back-to-back.
We'll stick with the East. Cravante, like I said, the Celtics, they pretty much dominated the field last year for the most part. Ran through Dallas in the finals. The favorites, again, could be just as good, if not better, this season. They didn't break up Tatum and Brown, and it looks to have paid off big time for them.
Yeah. This is the Celtics conference at this point, and this is arguably the number 2 team is the Knicks, and you see what happened in Game 1. I think that's the gap between the top seed in the East and the second seed. I think this is the gap right here, and I really don't think, and this obviously is early, but I don't know any team in the East right now that can legit compete with the Celtics, especially we're talking about a seven game series. I don't think nobody in the East is taking down the Celtics. So our best bet is to come out of the West, but I do think the Celtics have the best opportunity out of all the Eastern teams to go back to the to win the East and go back to the championship.
Cavante, let's look at the Knicks real quick, and I'm gonna bring up last year's standings. What do you think about the Knicks? They did win 50 games last year, finished second. Do you see this as the team that is right behind the Celtics? What do you think about the trade tonight? Brunson 22, I believe Pat only had like 12 points. Tatum, he's on a mission, 37, 10 assists. But are the Knicks the biggest threat to the Celtics? What do you think about them long term this season?
I do think the Knicks are number 2, and we got teams like the Heat, if they could stay healthy, and we got the 76ers will look good in spots in like certain spurts throughout the season. The 76ers will look good. They will look like the second best team, but we all know Philadelphia, very similar to the Cowboys, very inconsistent when it comes to when them lights are on. They can play well through the regular season, but it pretty much ends the same way. I do think the Knicks are the number 2 team. I don't like the Karl Anthony Town move because he's known to be a little on the soft side, and the New York is not a place where you really thrive if you're that type of guy and you're supposed to be like a all-star level player. Going to New York, it only gets worse. Minnesota media and New York media, I talked about that before, are not the same at all. New York media is going to eat you alive if you let them. But he seems like a guy and from what we've seen in his career thus far, he seems like a guy who he could tap out sometimes mentally. Mentally, he taps out sometimes, and you can't do that in New York. That is not going to fly in New York. But I'm not a fan of the move. I think Minnesota got a little bit more value out of that trade as far as players for players. But the Knicks got bigger, I guess, and Karl Anthony will be able to stretch the floor. So, I don't think they got that. I don't think they got supremely better, but I do think they're number 2 behind the Celtics.
Dre, you believe in the Knicks? I've lumped in your 76ers there. Joel Embiid is not even going to play the opener, and he's not going to play Friday. So he's not playing the first 2 games out the gate. Paul George, he hurt himself preseason, but we don't know if he's going to play. The first-round pick out of Duke, your boy McCain, Mr. Paint his fingernails, like Caleb Williams and all those guys, he got hurt in the preseason. So Tyrese Maxey is the only consistent thing the Sixers seem to have, I would say. But the Knicks, the 76ers, Dre, you believing in your Philly team?
The only thing I believe in is Joe Hendry. But right now, the 76ers, no, man. I don't believe in them at all, man. Like I said, honestly, I got more faith, like I said, in Joe Hendry than I do in Embiid, who can't even play already off the bat, back-to-back games. Then you got Paul George, his injury history as well. If they're healthy, I would actually pick the 76ers over the Knicks, but because of the 2 players that they have who are supposed to be the 2 guys to get them to at least the Eastern Conference Finals, can't pick them until I see it. Seeing is believing at this point, honestly, with them. And honestly, I know we had just talked about the Knicks, but now that I think about the Knicks, they're not healthy either. They get run down by their own coach. So, and that's why the Pacers were able to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like Cavante was saying, if Miami is healthy, Miami can always make noise, but the Knicks and the 76ers should be the 2 favorites to match up against Boston. But we see, not only do we see the gap in those 2 teams, but we also know the injury history of the 2 teams and their star players. So we're just unsure. One has a coaching issue, and their teams always get injured, and then the other ones, their superstars just can't be trusted in those moments to stay healthy through a 7 game series. So I don't believe in either one of those teams, honestly.
Looking at the standings from last year, Milwaukee was third. Cavante, I know you love that Doc Rivers hire. His first full season. Cavaliers got Max Strus injured. The Magic were kind of a surprise last year. They got KCP. The Pacers have Siakam for the full season. Remember, they traded for him last year. Philly was in the play-in. Miami was in the play-in. What does Miami have left? Do they need to make a move? The Bulls, Hawks. Okay. Lonzo Ball's back. Trae Young is still there for now. They traded DeJounte. The Nets look like trash. The Raptors got Quickly and Barrett. The Hornets got Melo. We know about your Wizards, and the Pistons are probably the worst team. Any other of these teams that stand out to you? Anybody that could maybe rise up like Orlando did last year? I see Cleveland falling back personally in my personal projections that I did, and I also like the I do like Orlando to climb a little bit as well, and Indiana. You're on mute.
I was just thinking that that the Magic just a lot of youth over there. So you kind of want you like to see them grow together, kind of like what OKC did. Just getting those young players together and just getting the right coach around them and having them grow together and grow together and consistently play together. It can happen. We've seen it. I think Orlando can make that possibly make some noise in the East.
Dre, any of these teams jump out to you outside of the kind of the big three? You believing in Milwaukee? I think Milwaukee is going to be right where they were last year, right around that 3 spot.
Honestly, no, I don't believe in Milwaukee at all with the coaching and.
Chris Middleton also hurt again, by the way, just in
exactly.
Case
And now I would say I agree with you. I think the Orlando Magic will jump up, and I think the Pacers will be right in there. So probably like 3 or 4, probably be the Magic and the Pacers. The rest of the teams, I'm just not sure about.
Well, let's look at the overall breakdown. Who, Cravante, do you have playing in the Eastern Conference Finals? Is there going to be a shock to the system, or are you going chalk with the Celtics and the Knicks, kind of what most of us believe?
Outside of something crazy happening with the Celtics, I think it'll be the Celtics in that Eastern Conference Finals. As of right now, I'm going to say the New York Knicks, but injuries are a thing, so this is the teams as is kind of now. But like Dre said, they're not completely healthy either, so it's kind of hard to determine. So that's kind of leaving the door open for a surprise, for a surprise team. But as of right now, I think it's going to be New York and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Dre, how do you feel about the Eastern Conference?
Not like I said, outside of Boston, I don't really. Do we have good teams in the East? But you just see the separation at Boston, similar to the Chiefs. There are teams out there, but they're just the cream of the crop right now. They are the team to beat right now, and until that happens, things are just going to be different in the East, at least for another year or two, maybe, because Boston's just separated themselves, and you saw even tonight in the game. I mean, the way that they shoot threes, the way that they defend, they just look like a team that, though, like Cravante was saying, when he was talking about the Magic, OKC, there's youth there, but the thing that Boston now has is experience, because that youth has translated over, and now you see that it's finally cultivated to make them win a championship, and now they have championship experience and are just separating themselves from the rest of the pack. And what we talked about yesterday on the podcast, when you separate yourselves because of that consistency of being together, playing together, like how Clemson has been doing, that continuity pays off in the end.
As you can see, breaking news: LeBron James and Bronny James are on the court together. They have officially become the first father-son duo to play in the NBA together. We got Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. both in the building tonight. We saw the Nike ad today with Bronny and LeBron. So making history yet again, LeBron James. Big shout out to him and Bronny, who are both going on the court together. Video, trying to get the video to play a little bit, but as you can see, they're both checking in together. Lakers actually have the lead in this game right now. But we can go there. We can go there, Dre. Your Lakers, man. I'm gonna let you. I know Roger's lurking in the shadows somewhere, but let's go to your Lakers while we're there, man. We'll start with the Lakers. Do they make it out of the play-in? Because I don't think they're out of the play-in. Can they at least make the regular playoffs, Dre?
Yeah, I believe that they can. Honestly, I think that this Lakers team. I think that as long as you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis there, you always have a chance. And I mean, like I said a few years ago, they went all the way to the Western Conference Finals. A few years before that, they went to the NBA Finals. So they can make it out of the play-in. It just depends. So we'll see what happens. But as long as you got those guys there, there's always a chance.
Cavante, Lakers, who they bumping out to get in the playoffs? Are they even going to be better than this? I think their over-under was 42.5, something like that, 42.
I think Keith Sweat said it best. Nobody, not knocking nobody out. They will be in a play-in tournament like they have been previously. I think finding Bronny. Hey, Raj, what's up, baby? I wasn't talking trash about the Lakers at all. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of the head coach. Who's the head coach again?
You know, the head coach is JJ.
Hold on. Actually, he's checking in from the game. He's checking in from the game right now. Hold on, Cavante. I knew you were going to ask. I knew I was forgetting something. I'm such a bad host. Don't fire me, guys. Hold on. He's coming in. Hold on. We gotta wait for him. He's on the sideline calling the play. Yes, give it to LeBron and get out the way. We know. Hold on. Do we got him? Okay, we got him. Okay, good. There we go.
Old Gay Redick.
Okay, there you go.
Hey yo. Come on now. What are we doing? Because who are you really gonna blame when this goes south? Who are you gonna blame when this goes south? You gonna blame JJ Redick when this goes south? Be honest with you. Be honest with yourself.
Old Gay Redick.
Or whatever D says. The inexperience with this Lakers team is going to show. Is it going to show early? Is it going to show in the middle? Or is it going to show late? That's where we're gonna, find out when is it going to really affect this team. LeBron James and AD is going to keep it afloat for the most part, but making a playoff straight up, I don't know. They'll probably make the play-in tournament because you got 10 teams that's eligible. You know what I'm saying? Well, the top 10 teams all have opportunities, but I don't think nothing crazy is going to happen out of LA. Can you imagine JJ Redick saying something to Bronny and LeBron over talking him? Like, come on now, like this is dumb. What are we doing? JJ Redick get that check and shut up. Is probably what LeBron James Sr. told him.
Old Gay Redick.
Raj, how you feeling, brother? You're back from Tampa. I think we got one more thing to officially kick off the NBA season. We cannot do it without this, Raj.
Come on now, say it with me. Everybody beats the Wiz.
Do you have any faith in can they get to 20 wins? That was the question to Cavante. Can they get to 20 wins, over under 19.5? And how do you feel about your Lakers and LeBron and Bron?
First of all, fuck you for that. Okay. The damn season hasn't even started yet, and you're already saying everybody beats the Wiz. They haven't played a damn game yet, and they're not playing until Thursday. What's wrong with you? But anyways, yes, I am back from Tampa, back from the nice weather and a wonderful game from yesterday. But I will say this: I believe that the Los Angeles Lakers will make the playoffs. Not just the tournament; they will make the playoffs. They will be a playoff team. They will, and guess what? Here's the kicker: they're going to be a top 5 seed in the playoffs. Yes, sir, a top 5 seed. And I'm not being goofy. I'm not being, silly or anything. I'm being honest. I think if this team can stay healthy, LeBron James and Anthony Davis can stay healthy, and they get Christian Wood back. Bronny, he's gonna be a little slow. I think he's gonna be a great defender. I don't know about a great shooter or anything like that. I think he'll be a great defender. Dalton Connect is the key, though. Dalton Connect can play his ass off. I think that brother can shoot the lights out, and I think he's going to be a star for this team coming off the bench. But I think even though we give JJ Redick a hard time, I think he's going to be a pretty good coach. I don't know what it is. I think he's going to be an actually good coach this first season. He's going to surprise a lot of people. And I just got a little bit of faith that the Lakers are going to do a lot more than what they did last year with Darvin Ham, because one, I like the lineup they have out there. I love Rui Hachimura starting at power forward. I think that's a good thing. And two, even though Anthony Davis is at center, they're going to find it. The Lakers are going to find a way to get another center up in there so he can play more power forward. But yeah, man, I just think that the Lakers right now, it's early, but I think they're gonna be a top 5 seed, man. I think they're gonna surprise a lot of people, especially if they can stay healthy.
Well, Raj, real quick, let's get to a team you also like, a player we all love, a brother you love. We talked about him a lot during the playoffs last year. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. They're playing the Timberwolves. They made a trade, getting DiVincenzo, Julius Randle. Chris Finch, I think, is a hell of a coach. Naz Reid, one of the most underrated players in the league. What do you think about the Timberwolves? Could they stay? You see, they were third, pretty much a game back of one. They were basically them, Denver, and OKC. And I'll let you touch on OKC as well while we're at it. What do you think about those two teams? Is OKC ready to take that next step? I compare OKC to the Orioles. I think they need a veteran in there to get them over the hump.
I mean, they have a lot of great pieces, but I agree with you. I think they need somebody else, a guy that's been there and done it, or at least a guy that's a veteran that's been in the league for a while, because they're a very young team, and a lot of the guys on the squad have not, been deep in the playoffs, and they don't have playoff experience like that. And although Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a bad boy, he's going to need some veteran help. But I think they're a piece away from actually making some real noise. They might make it to the second round, maybe to the conference finals, if they can find a way to get a piece, but they're still a little bit of ways away. What was your other question now?
Your boy Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Ant-Man. I don't know, man. This is a toss-up. I kind of like what they had with him and Cat together. I thought Cat should have stayed with the Minnesota Timberwolves, but it is what it is. They needed another shooter, so they got DiVincenzo and Julius Randle from the New York Knicks. It could work to perfection because of DiVincenzo and how great he is shooting that 3 ball. But also, you need Julius Randle to be Julius Randle, not the Julius Randle from last year where he got hurt and he wasn't very effective. You need that guy. You need that guy that's going to give you the double every night and bring that grit to the team. So if you can get that Julius Randle to come back for this season, then it'll be really good for the Minnesota Timberwolves. But if not, then they just wasted giving away Cat for no reason. So we'll see what happens, man. I think Anthony Edwards is going to play. It don't matter who he play with; he's going to be fantastic, regardless. But he definitely needs help. Hopefully, those 2 guys that they traded for give it to him.
Your thoughts on Minnesota, OKC, Cravante, and I actually both Is Dallas the team to get back to the finals? They won the West last year. They did beat this Minnesota team as well. Are they the team, the sleeping giant, maybe now with Klay Thompson added to Luka and Kyrie with J Kidd?
So number one, I love Minnesota. I love the mixture of youth. Excuse me. Youth and some veteran experience in there. I absolutely hate the Frenchman Gobert. I strongly dislike. You gotta find a way around him. Like, he can't be such a liability on offense, because as soon as you come up against, as soon as the playoffs start, anything after the first round, everybody's going to know that, and a team with any type of experience is going to know that and is going to exploit that. That's what happened to the Timberwolves. And also on top of that, on top of Gobert being there clogging up nothing, they wasn't able to stretch the floor. To stretch the floor. I think DiVincenzo will help with that. I think Gobert is still going to be their weakest link. But I do love the
3 years, $100 million. Cavante, by the way, just got paid
to play half the game, pretty much. Like, stealing money. God, he's stealing money. He should get half of it back, but you know. I love Ant-Man. He's a superstar in the league. Probably had an opportunity to be the face of the league if the season could have ended a little bit better for him, but you know, it is what it is. He gotta understand, don't talk trash to everybody pre-game before the series start or before the game start. But I really like where Minnesota's going. I do think there'll be a top three, anywhere in the top three between them, the Nuggets, OKC, probably be the top three. OKC, another team I love to watch. They're very fun, very, very fun to watch. A lot of youth. SGA is a superstar. They could use some help with a veteran presence. They got the other young guy that they got last year. If he stays healthy, they're really dynamic. They could be really, really dynamic and really dangerous, but they could use some veteran experience to help them along, because they were number one in the East. I mean, in the West, which is crazy, but we just knew experience was gonna get the best of them. And I like where they're going. Their trajectory is up as well. And to the Mavs, how much does Klay Thompson really have left? That's the question. How much does Klay Thompson really have left? Because Luka's going to be Luka. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie, if he's healthy, Kyrie's going to be Kyrie. Is Klay Thompson going to give you a significant? Is he going to give you a significant amount offensively? Because defensively, do y'all think Klay Thompson still got it defensively? I
don't know if I see him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a little bit longer in the tooth. Is he still going to? Oh gosh. Is he still going to give like top tier defensive? Is he still going to be that 3-and-D guy? You know what I'm saying? Is he going to be?
Is he moving like Aaron Rodgers out there? Because if that's the case, then the answer is no.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits offensively on this team, and what will he be able to give on the defensive side of the ball. That I think Klay Thompson is the X factor on this team, because I know what I'm getting out of Luka.
Raj, how do you feel about the Mavericks? And we're going down the Warriors with Steph Curry and Zion, the other boy. We got to talk about Zion and the Pelicans, another young team.
Well, I'm going to start with Zion. I think that the Pelicans, Well, first off, Zion lost a lot of weight, so hopefully, if he keeps the weight off, he should be a lot healthier. He should be able to sustain the entire season. I will hope, if he keeps the weight off. If not, then they won't go as far as they should go, because they have a good team. It's just he can't stay healthy most of the time. So that's that. As far as the Mavericks, I mean, they got Luka, they got Kyrie. They go as far as they can. They both can take them. I mean, they went to the finals last year. If Klay Thompson can give them a boost, if he can hit them threes and play some good defense, with the legs that he have now, then sure they can go back to the finals because they have all the pieces. They have everybody that was on the finals team, so they could make another run to the finals. Who else was you asking about, Byron?
Warriors, Steph Curry, are they done? Because I think they need to take a step.
Yes, they're finished. They're done. We're not gonna play around with it. We're not going, sugarcoat it. They're done. They have a very young team. They only have Steph. I think Steph, Wiggins, and Draymond is left from that squad that they had before. Like everybody else is newer, and they got Jonathan Kuminga. He's cool, but he's not ready yet. They just signed Moses Moody to an extension. He's not ready. Gary Payton, he's okay. I mean, they got a lot of okay guys, and they might be a play-in team. But as far as championship, as far as making a run in the playoffs, I mean, I love Steph Curry. He's a fantastic player, Hall of Famer, 4-time NBA champion. But yeah, man, if he's gonna stay on the squad, he ain't winning no more championship rings. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Cavante, how do you feel about the Warriors? And I'm gonna go back to you guys. Ja Morant's back healthy for the Grizzlies. I think they are a sleeping giant, ready to get back into the playoffs.
I agree with Raj 100%. I think the Warriors, I think we could finally close the book as a championship contender, with the Warriors, with them finally dismantling their core, a piece of their core. Steph Curry, amazing player, first ballot Hall of Famer. He's going to continue to make that 3-point record a little bit more unreachable this year. And the Warriors, I don't think they have it. I think, like Raj said, they have a lot of okay guys. There's no more top tier guy. Draymond, he's not a liability offensively, but you know what he could do. You know what he's there for, what he's not there for. And Steph Curry still probably gonna average 30 or close to it. Draymond still gonna have probably a triple single. You know what he does. And Kuminga, we'll see how he improves. But as championship contenders, the Warriors is I think we could officially close that book if you haven't done so already. What was the other team you was talking about?
Memphis. Ja is back. He's healthy. He's not being goofy. They got my boy Zach Edey out of Purdue, the big 8'5", big white mofo full of mayo. They got Brandon Clark back healthy. Desmond Bane's there. G.G. Jackson plays well. I'm probably missing a few other guys because they got guys that just give you 110%. Cavante, very well coached. They don't get blown out. They play hard. And Ja is one of the best players in the league. I think they're gonna make the playoffs.
Low key, I like this roster. It's just, if Ja Morant is your superstar, y'all need to keep him under wraps. I don't know what y'all need to do, but Memphis, Tennessee as a state is not used to having big time stars. So they really don't know how. If you look at the documentary with from Steve McNair, once Tennessee got a football team, they went to the Super Bowl and lost. It was the best thing ever. The best thing ever. So having a superstar is a little bit different. you got to keep him under wraps, man. Keep him contained. Keep him. I don't want to say tamed because he's not an animal, but keep him under wraps. Like keep him sane. Keep him solid. Keep him on the ground. Because Ja Morant, if it wasn't for these goofy incidences, who knows what Ja Morant could be if he was on a straight and narrow and just focused on just focused on basketball. This team can go really far, really, really far. Desmond Bane, I'm not a fan. Ain't Marcus Smart over there?
No, I think they moved for Marcus Smart. I don't think he's there.
Oh, damn.
He's still there. I think he was hurt last year. I think he got hurt last year. I think he's still there. That's what I was forgetting about. I think he's still there. I'm gonna double check. I think he's still there.
Okay.
Listen, they got guys that can play defense, and Ja Morant is going to be as explosive as any player in the NBA. So he's going to provide a spark offensively. So this team will be very, very, very dangerous, and I do think they can make the playoffs.
Rod, your thoughts on Ja Morant? You were high on Morant since his college days. You thought he was going to be big time, and he's been just that.
Yeah, anytime he's on the court, he's a fantastic player. He's high energy. He's everything that, Derrick Rose, could have been if he stayed healthy. If he can stay out of trouble and stay away from goofiness, I think that the Memphis Grizzlies are a candidate to actually make it to the Western Conference Finals. They have everything you need to get there. They just don't have the discipline nor the
there it is.
Nor the wherewithal to keep it together. They implode when they don't really need to. So it just depends on Ja. It depends on the things around them. It depends on the new rookie that they got, because if he comes together, then oh my goodness. So yeah, but they have everything. They have they've been had the squad. What was it, 2 years ago? They made it to the second round of the playoffs, I believe, or the third round or close to it. It just depends on Ja, man. If Ja wants to, be that guy that he was a couple years back before all this foolishness happened, they can make they can have a great season. They could be a number 1, number 2, or number 3 seed in that wide open Western Conference. But it's up to the young fellas, and it's definitely up to him as the leader to lead that squad to greatness.
I got a few more things for the West. Quick hitters, guys. I'll let you guys chime in. Houston, the Rockets. Last year, they finished 500. Ime Udoka's the coach. Jalen Green just got paid. I know Dre is very happy about that. His future baby mother, or his baby mother now. I think they had a baby. So she hit the jackpot. So if you're going to hold, all right. Anyway, big shout out to her. Anyway, the Rockets, I think, are a team on the rise, Raj. They were 500. Udoka's a hell of a coach. Jalen Green is a budding star. Alex Sengun, the center, did well last year.
I mean, I agree with you, but Jalen Green got to do one thing. He got to leave the MILFs alone. Get rid of her. Well, man, get rid of her. Okay, leave them alone. That's going to mess your whole career.
Finish him, Daddy.
Don't finish them. Do not finish them. But I do agree. They have a lot of talent. They are very inexperienced when it comes to making it to the postseason. Maybe they might be a good playing team this year. Hopefully, they might get in this time. But yeah, like the distractions though, like that type of stuff, messing with the what was it, Ruby Rose, whatever her name is. Like, bro, she's my age, bro. Like, come on, what are you doing? Stop the foolishness.
She's that old?
Huh?
She's that old?
Yeah, she's like 39, 40. I forgot.
You're not being truthful with your age, sir.
Yeah, like bro. Leave the Instagram models alone. The older ones definitely.
Raj, that's how them young boys get down, man. I don't know what it is with this era, man. But they hopping on them, man, and it's scary. It's scary.
They're foolish, and they're going to get taken to the
and it's happening. But look, it's happening one after another. It's like nobody's learning.
And remember, Cavante, he was the first player of that wave, remember, that didn't go to college. He went to the G League, bet on himself, got his bread, then went to the league, was what, like top 3 pick, went to Houston, balls out, walking bucket, reminds me of like a young James Harden or something, gets his money, then gets paid again, and he's going to be able to get paid again in a few years, even more bread.
Yeah, man. Stay away from these moves, man, because I'm glad that he's getting the money. I'm glad he's a great player, but like seriously, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. But hopefully they do make the play-in tournament.
Devontae, your thoughts on the Rockets? And we can't forget about Denver. Big Yoke. Is he going to win another MVP?
The Rockets, man. The Rockets remind me of like OKC, man. Got great talent, a lot of inexperience. Got some young stars on the team. They could definitely make some noise in the West, but the West is. As I'm thinking about it, we talk about all these teams. The West is stacked, and we've said that before, but like the West is stacked with like old stars and new stars. Like it's kind of crazy. So hopefully the Rockets can make the play in because they did not make the play.
Kavante, by the way.
Michelle, my bad.
See what she posted, by the way, Kavante, when he got that deal. And Dre's back with us, by the way. So chime in, Dre.
I don't even know what y'all talking about with the I'm set.
We're talking about Jalen Green messing with the old ass hoes that he needs to leave alone.
Lord have mercy.
You know he just got $100 million, Dre.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember he was the first player to go to the G League instead of going to college and get his bread.
I forgot about Drea. Damn. Messing my namesake up. But
I guess, bro.
But nevertheless, I heard y'all talking about MVP. I
didn't get to it.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, we ain't talking about that.
But okay. but by all means, you can start.
I got 2 people. I'm gonna say either Ant-Man or SGA. I feel like SGA got robbed last year, and he's going to be a man on a mission. That's not to say Joker didn't have a good season, but SGA to me should have been MVP. I think that he just, I mean, they had the number 1 seed, exceeded expectations, and I think him and Ant-Man are both going to be hungry for different reasons. Ant-Man is going to want to get to the, yes, I want to name my daughter Andrea, so yes, the namesake, yes. But I think Ant-Man is going to be hungry because he wants to get back. They put him in the Jordan, the next guy conversation, so he's going to ball out and prove himself. And then SGA, I just feel like he got robbed last year of being MVP, so he's going to be a man on a mission to get the MVP this season. So it's going to be one of those 2.
Good, Kavante. Finish your thought on the Nuggets, because I think the key is it's not Jokic. Is Jamal Murray going to show up? He just got paid. Aaron Gordon just got paid. Do they need to make a move? They got your boy Westbrook.
Why? I don't understand. Still like the Nuggets. Nuggets are the well-coached team. Got a lot of veteran experience, a whole lot of experience over there. I like them to be near the top when it's all said and done in the West. And I think Jokic is just going to have, if he's healthy, he's going to have the numbers to be in contention for MVP every year because he's going to get near a triple-double pretty much and it's going to be, I'm slighting Russell Westbrook here, but it's going to be a natural triple-double. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a 4.
Not slighting Westbrook.
Because Westbrook was still in rebounds, like he was doing the most, yo. He was doing the most with them.
The team, it was a team effort to get him there. You know,
it was a selfish effort, team effort. What?
You never look at the games, and you'll actually notice Steve where Westbrook is coming out like at the key compared to Steve Adams. I'm telling you, go look at the dynamic in it, and you'll see that they kind of like let him rebound.
Right.
That's why I said it was a team. That's why I said it was a team effort. I don't think it was kind of selfish. I think they just was like, yeah.
Very. Well, I saw enough highlights and I saw enough games where he jumping over his own teammates to get rebounds. I'm cool on it. But Jokic
he did do that
quite a few times. But Jokic is, and it's funny because he doesn't play a very sexy game. He does everything really slow, but he's just so effective, so effective, and it's almost irritating if you're playing against, because like, yo, am I slow too, or what is this? But he will be in the running for MVP just off his numbers alone and how well coached they are and how well they're really a well-oiled machine as well. And they were champions not that long ago either. So I think when it's all said and done, they'll be near the top and they'll be competing in the Western Conference Finals this year as well.
They should have went back to back. It should have been them, not Boston.
Dre, real quick, and everybody else, Chris Paul is with Wemby. I think Wemby's ready to take that next step. I don't know if the Spurs are a playoff team, but what do you guys think about the Spurs?
As soon as you said that, I was like,
Chris Paul's wasting his time.
Now, you said Chris Paul is what?
Chris Paul is wasting his time. Not to say that Wemby's not going to be a great player. I think he's going to be great. It's just the fact that they're not. I mean, he's what, 40? I mean, are you trying to win a ring or not? I mean, what are you doing?
No, he's not trying to win a ring. He realized
get your ass on the team so you can win a damn championship ring. Gary Payton your way to a damn ring. What are you doing with the young boy? He's what, 20 years old? You ain't winning nothing over there. What's wrong with you?
What was he winning last year with Golden State?
At least they was somewhat of a champion.
Nah, you could tell.
Dre, he should have joined your boy LeBron. He should have joined your boy LeBron if he was going to join anybody.
Yeah, I agree. That would have probably been a good shot for him because the Lakers needed a point guard. But I mean, I get your point saying that he shouldn't be with the young boy, but at the same time, to me, Chris Paul should have just retired. I mean, I think that when they were up 2-0 and then they lost that series, that was his best shot to get a championship right then and there. Outside of that, I don't know what other team he could really go to that could really use him and his skills. Other than the Lakers, who needed a point guard, but Chris Paul, maybe he wanted to be coached by Greg Popovich, and that was a lasting thing on his bucket list. Maybe he's trying to play for every team in the league. I don't know what he's trying to do at this point, but I don't understand Chris Paul and his move. I do think the Spurs have a chance to get to the play-in, though. I think that Wemby, you saw a lot of growth within his game. I'm surprised because, there are rumors out there about Trae Young, whether or not he's going to go to the Spurs or the Lakers via trade. But they said that they said Trae Young could go to the Spurs to play.
For what? Why?
I guess to play with Wemby, he needs a star besides him. I don't know.
And I don't think Trae Young would help Wemby's growth.
I don't think Trae Young helps the Lakers all that much either, to be honest. But
I guess, bro.
It's at that point it's just star power, but yeah, I don't see it really. I don't see where Trae Young really goes that's gonna like propel another team.
Right.
Honestly speaking.
Yeah, I agree.
But like I said, I think they're good enough to at least make the play-in.
I don't know, man. The West is stacked, man. I don't know. The West.
That's why I said. I could see playing for them, but I can't see they're not going to make that huge of a leap. They're still years away. They started with the right core piece, but they still need a lot of other pieces in there. And a good team is a mix, like you were saying, of veterans and young guys. And I think that's what kind of like teams like Boston, Denver. They have a nice mix of that. And that's why they're some of the the better teams. The Lakers are supposed to be in that mix, but their young guys can't get it together. It's really weird with them, but that's another story for another day.
Raj, who plays in the Western Conference Finals and who plays in the NBA Finals?
I say this at this point, it don't look like Timberwolves about to play in nothing.
No, it's still early.
I'm just messing around, man. I know.
Damn, that is a really good question. Okay. I'm gonna make a guess. I want to say that Minnesota plays in the Western Conference Finals, and they go against the team that they're playing right now. I think they're playing the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
And I think the Lakers are going to the finals.
Oh.
I think Dog Connect is that good, man. I think he's that good. It might be wild. I know. It might be wild.
No, I don't think you're wild.
Yeah, and Cravante is like, you wild. I might be. I might be.
I don't think
I might be. I might not have thought this one out. But the West is so wide open that there is no great team in the West. There is one. There is a great team in the East. There is one great team in the East. And we already know who that team is. But there is no great team in the West. Anybody can go into the finals in the West. It's a complete toss-up. And I'm going to roll with the Lakers, man. I'm going to roll with them.
So you got the Lakers Celtics? So we getting Lakers Celtics? That's your prediction?
We're going to get Lakers Celtics and the Celtics. Yes, we're going to get Lakers Celtics. I'm gonna just say it. Just keep it right there. We're going to get Lakers and Celtics. That's it.
That would be great, man.
Again, I ain't giving a winner until later.
I wish we could have got it for the battle of 18, but
Cravante.
I think it's going to be the T-Wolves and the Nuggets. T-Wolves and the Nuggets.
Who you got for MVP?
That's tough. If he stays healthy, see they gotta watch his minutes. But I think I'm gonna step out there and say Luka. I'm gonna say Luka for MVP.
Jersey Dre, who plays in the finals?
In the Eastern Conference Finals, injury bar none, Philly, Boston. If they do have injuries, Boston, Orlando.
Ooh.
And Boston's going to come out. But I just feel like Orlando's just about to take a leap that surprises everybody. And in the West, I'm gonna say Nuggets. Damn. Everybody's picking the Timberwolves, and I just feel like the Timberwolves are about to take a step back.
I do too, Dre. I agree with you. I think they take a step back too.
There's, like we all said, the West is so wide open.
But like Ron said, the Lakers can avoid the Nuggets. They might make a run as long as they avoid the Nuggets in the first round.
They should have made a run last year.
I'll be honest. I think that I can't think of. You know what? I'm gonna say Denver. Right now, off the top of my head, I'm gonna say Denver. Denver and Dallas, with the Nuggets coming out. So it's going to be Boston versus the Nuggets, the matchup we should have had last year.
Real quick, I didn't get to this. Should Kawhi retire because he's not even going to start the season?
Yes.
I have the Clippers not even making the playoffs. I think they might just bottom out. And then also, real quick, I had something on Kawhi. Let's start with Kawhi. They're getting a new stadium.
Yes, okay. Kawhi should go. He should retire. His knees is shot. They're fried. He is always injured at the wrong times. He has wasted a lot of Steve Ballmer's money. He has never panned out for that franchise. I'm so glad we did not get him with the Lakers. I wanted him 5 years ago, and he's been a complete letdown, a complete mop for them. And you know what? Although he's a 2-time champion, he will be in the Basketball Hall of Fame. It's just after he signed his contract on the dotted line, he has never been the same.
Bro, he got them Brandon Roy knees.
Yes. Them knees is done.
Google that situation if y'all don't know that one.
He got some
I
great
think
older.
you're not believing in the great James Harden, your boy.
I mean, think about it. They had
Go Google it.
They had four Hall of Famers, and they still didn't do anything.
Google it.
Kawhi, Westbrook, PG3, PG13, um, Harden, and they still didn't do anything. Now it's just Harden because PG went to Philly, Kawhi is hurt, and Westbrook is with the Nuggets. They're not going anywhere, y'all. So I don't, like you said, I don't think they even make the playoffs. And then you never know when Kawhi is about to play. He's missed what, more than half or close to half of all the games, and then that number even jumps up when it's playoff time. It's over. Just he's going to probably try to do like Tua, probably try to like play out his contract, or at least most of it. But I mean, dude, you're never available. So if he's available, they have a shot. But we've been saying the same thing year after year. I mean, I remember at one point we were thinking we were going to get an LA versus LA Western Conference Finals, and everybody got hurt. So I mean, it's like Embiid. I don't. If they're healthy, they have a shot. But if they're not, we don't know when. It's just a big unknown. So right now, I'm gonna say they miss out on the entire playoffs. They don't even make it.
Go ahead, Cavante.
What? We talking about Kawhi?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Why are we talking about Kawhi?
Why Kawhi?
He has been relevant in quite some time. I don't know why Mr. Steve Ballmer is continuing to invest.
Because he got nobody, man. He ain't got nobody, man.
He's investing in his liability. That's what he's investing in. And Kawhi, I mean, don't get me wrong. If stealing the money is fine with you, continue to steal the money. But my gosh, him and Gobert are stealing money. Like, they are the heist. They are the Lions Den for real. Because and at least Gobert's playing. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi is just out here just stealing money and messing up people's parlays, Byron. With all these late time scratches. Go ahead, retire, man. And the Clippers, I don't have much faith in them. And out of all the teams, as stacked as the West is, as far as like how good a bunch of teams are, LA, the Clippers is not one of them. And they're gonna have a nice, shiny new stadium, and they're gonna be garbage.
Yeah, I think it's time for Steve Ballmer to rebuild, go to OKC route, get a bunch of draft picks, save some of your money.
He should have been going that route. I mean, the minute you had them four Hall of Famers and you knew all four of them couldn't come back, you knew that you had a new stadium. A new arena. It should have been, the investment should have been made years ago. Yes, you tried to go all in, but then you should have seen, hey, the writing's about to be on the wall. Let us start building this team from the bottom. And I mean, it's going slowly. You know how we talked about in the NFL, things are circling around to the running back position, getting more carries and more valuable. Same thing with the NBA. You're starting to see the big man starting to come back slowly, the value of having somebody like that. And then you're also seeing teams building within instead of trying to microwave their way with a big three to a championship. It's just not the. I mean, look at what you'll end up like is either the Clippers or the Suns. In cap hell.
I was just about to ask you. You're reading my mind about the Suns. KD balled out over the Olympics. Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. They're all healthy, guys. They're all healthy going into the season.
I don't give a damn.
And great.
So
okay,
I don't give a damn because, but again, another team that can't stay collectively healthy. You got KD out there who's getting older, but he's had some questionable injury issues. Booker, for him to be his age, man, I mean, he's had a lot of injuries himself. And then I forgot who the third person was supposed to be.
Bradley
on
Beal.
Missing the one.
Your boy Trippy,
Bradley.
Grayson Allen from Duke. Your boy Trippy, Grayson Allen from Duke. He looks like a linebacker. I got to pull up a picture actually.
They're missing one key ingredient on that team.
Point guard?
Grit. They're missing grit. They have none. They have no player that has no dog in him, as Cam Newton would say. No.
You gotta get your hey Raj.
There you go. There you go.
We got some dogs in the building.
That's the dogs right there.
Hey man, I gotta find that sound.
No, right. No dog.
Hey
No
man,
dog.
y'all remember that episode of Martin when he had the dog? He had the fake dog.
Yeah.
That's what I think about.
That's one of the funniest episodes. There's always debatable about that one or Gilligan's Island. We always debate about that.
Yes,
about which one is the funniest one.
Those are the top two. But yeah, when he had a dead, I think was it Dead President's episode, that Dead President scene. Yeah, that's what I think about when you think the dogs barking.
But yeah, they don't have nobody that's gonna help them get over the hump. Like Kevin Durant, no. Bradley Beal, definitely not. And Devin Booker, no. So I mean, they got three superstars, and Grayson Allen. My goodness, I don't know who that guy is. On
right, well, he got a tan and
on the right. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Is he supposed to be the
that was him at Duke? That was him at Duke when he came in the league. That's his transformation.
Oh, is that Draymond, the white version of him or something? I mean, whatever.
That's one big.
You're right. They don't got no dog. They're not Pat. I don't even remember who the coach is. I mean, so like
he's not
Frank Vogel.
Yeah, I mean I think Frank's a good coach, but I just don't think he was the right coach. You know, that's something that people forget too. Sometimes these coaches are good, but they just go to situations sometimes that aren't good for what they want to do and for the culture that they're trying to implement. I think that the coach that they used to have was pretty good before he went to Detroit.
Monty.
You see what Monty is doing over in Detroit. I mean, I don't know why he
got fired. He's coaching his son's high school team.
You can tell he only went for the money because Detroit. It's really sad, man. It could be Detroit or Washington fighting for the number one spot.
He said he got fired.
He did. He did, man. He couldn't even finish out the damn contract.
I'm laughing at Byron. He's like, damn, I forgot he did get fired.
So he got fired. Now he's coaching his son's teams in high school. He's coaching high school, guys. He's a hell of a coach. He's got to coach his sons in high school.
Well, look. He's paid Doc Rivers money to sit on his ass. So I ain't mad at him.
On a serious note, shout out to Monty Williams, man. I remember about maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, he had lost his wife to a tragic accident, and he was holding it down for his kids and everything. So, shout out to that brother, man. I hated how that situation went, in Detroit and with Phoenix. I thought he got the raw end.
He did.
But that's how it goes when you go to, to Detroit. I mean, Detroit is like,
I'm about to go rob something. Y'all know me.
Yeah,
I'm dangerous.
It's gonna be a battle.
Big Meech is free, Raj. Hide your wife. Hide your girl. Hide your wife.
Hey, Big Meech. Big Meech.
What Big Meech?
Big Meech. Big Meech needs to. He needs to stay in a halfway house, okay, until next year. Okay.
Go Google it.
Yeah, go Google it. Tell him, baby. Yeah. Just Meech. Just Meech. Yes. There you go. All right.
Finish him, Daddy.
Anything else, fellas, before we get ready to get out of here?
Get me out of here, yo.
We like the Meech.
You like the Meech.
Hey, man, if you see your girl going out after 11, 12 o'clock and she going anywhere to the club that Big Meech is at, let her go. She ain't coming home. All right. Right, we're gonna be here every night this week. Just realize. Be here tomorrow for Dynamite. Here last night for the Ravens. Here tonight for the NBA. I'll be Thursday with our boy Dylan. Friday, I'll be here for SmackDown. Big show from Brooklyn. We love Brooklyn. Some surprises there. Saturday, Joe Hendry becomes TNA World Champion. We'll be live for that, Dre. I know you love that. And then Sunday, Ravens post game, Raj. We are on fire.
Oh, God damn. Well, yeah, you're going to be here every day of the week. Roger's not. All right. But yeah, man, a lot of shit coming. So you just pretty much told us what's going to happen. So stay tuned for all of that greatness. And yeah, we'll be here every day of the week. Mystic, is your name Mystic Woods? You make sure your ass is here every week as well.
Mystique Woods.
Mystique Woods. Make sure you're here every day of the week as well. Hit the like and subscribe button and tell a friend and tell another friend. We're trying to get these numbers up. But yeah, stay tuned for more content. We will have plenty of stuff coming to make you laugh and make others laugh as well.
Yeah, the next week we're back at it again because we get ready to go to Saudi Arabia for that Saudi oil blood money for the Crown Jewel Championships, Raj. At, what is it, at 1 p.m., 12 p.m.?
You said 9 a.m. in the morning, that's what you said?
Well, hey, man, we did a 5:30 a.m. stream.
Don't remind me of that.
Senior producer, the Commandalorian, Cravante, baby. Are you betting on the Wiz over 19.5? Do they get the 20 wins? Real quick, any of these rookies going to stand out because none of them were any good, really anything worth anything?
No, I don't think so.
You don't like Mr. Star?
We'll see, but no.
I like Mr. Star. I do. I like
it's bad when.
But no, actually, no. I'm sorry.
Rookie that you remember from this
rookie is gonna stand out. Dog Connect will stand out. He's standing out right now. He's gonna stand out. That's your rookie of the year.
You said no, Dre.
I said it's bad anytime that Bronny's the only one to remember from this class. You don't even know who else got drafted besides what Zach from what was that?
Zach Edey.
Purdue. Yeah, that's the only one besides Bronny I really remember.
I thought you were about to say Zach from Saved by the Bell.
Hey, I did like me some Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
I bet you did.
Executive producer of the Flex on the side, Drizzy Dre. I know he'll be around as well. How you feeling, brother? Episode 463 next week. We got another guest coming up.
I'm excited, man. Anytime we have people come to the debate desk, I'm always excited. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And believe in Joe Hendry.
Hey, Dre, we can believe on Saturday night if you want to join me. I'm doing it for you. Big Raj, social media producer. Did you have a good time at Tampa?
Yes, I had a fantastic time in Tampa. I wish I could go back. I wish they had no hurricane. But yeah, man, it was a nice time. Did a lot of great things. Met a lot of great people. Seen some great Ravens players as always. Chris McAllister was doing Chris McAllister-like things. Jamie Sharper came through and some other players. So always a good time, man. Always a good time.
Cravante, Commanders and the Bears this weekend. I know you'll be watching.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's looking like Jaden Daniels may not play though. So there's that. So our Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels matchup, I don't think we'll be able to get it this year, but we'll see how it goes because they said, and the thing that DQ said, Coach Dan Quinn said, he said week to week. He didn't say day to day. So that's leading me to believe that it's probably they're probably going to be cautious, take precaution, and sit him out. So there's that. And the last time the Bears came to town, it was not pretty.
We'll be here for that on next Monday. We'll be joined by Hendo from the Rogue Podcast, Ravens content creator. He'll be joining us. We'll be breaking down the Ravens and the Browns. Lamar Jackson, MV3, Jackson 5. And like I said, you'll see me every day this week. Hey, join me. We got a little bit of something for everybody. Wrestling. I got a Maryland preview. I got to find time to go to Minnesota. We got the Ravens preview. So we will be here on the Flex Zone Podcast. Only place giving sports how you want it, fellas.
When you need it.
Yeah.
Episode 453 next Monday. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that bell. Sound off below. Let us know your thoughts. Vote on the poll. Who wins the NBA championship? Anything we left out? Just leave your favorite emoji. Comment. It helps us out tremendously. You can send a super chat in flexzone1@gmail.com, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the Flex Zone Podcast on TikTok. Throw your ones up. Acknowledge us. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow for AEW Dynamite and the rest of the week. More content on the channel. Hit the bell. It's always a celebration. Hit the Flex Zone Podcast. See. Good night, everybody.
Anymore, I don't even know.
Acknowledge me.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
No bread, no water, just me.
That's one big son of a bitch!
Finish him, Daddy. Finish him, Daddy.
Come on now, say it with me. Everybody beats the Wiz.